Okay. What's up, everyone? It is great to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, as you can see, it is still a one-screen setup as I am on holiday in South Africa, the other side of the world for me. And I only have my laptop, but at least whenever I can, I will provide you with an update. And this is one of those moments where I have the opportunity to quickly go live before we have visitors. The mom and the grandparents of my wife are coming over to us here. And you may see maybe like my wife walking in the background, or you may hear some noises and stuff from the kitchen, but just know it's just the way it is at the moment. This is the setup that I currently have while I am away here on holiday. But it's going to be quite a short live stream. It's just because it's actually interesting, right? When I'm home, I actually have more time than when I'm on holiday because of family visits and other activities. So it's not going to be a long live stream. It's going to be short. It can be up to 15 minutes. It can also be 45 minutes. It basically depends when the mom and the grandparents of my wife arrive. But they will send her a message before they actually knock the door and enter, so that I can, close the live stream. So, welcome everyone. So this is OBS. It's my recording software. What you see is what I see. So basically, when the chat is not on the screen, I can't see what you guys are writing. So just so you know, I have some stuff to talk about in today's short live stream. It's almost going to be like a normal video, really. So let's start, shall we? Yaniv, make sure to ask me in diamond. That's a diamond question, so I'll be able to answer you in a diamond. We do have statistics on setup 1, as can be found in the statistics channel, and also I have some data. So Eva, Mark, welcome. Eva, thank you for sharing, by the way, your picture with your hoodie. So Eva visited France, and we had the opportunity to meet, and she gave us something delicious from Lithuania. And I sent her a hoodie with the Koens embroidered logo. And thanks for posting that picture in Discord, Eva. I appreciate it. Elliott Trades Pattern Up, how are you doing? Thank you. Alexandra, welcome. Good to have you here, man. Bina, welcome. Yaniv, what's up? Arrest him before it disappears. I know, right? I know. It's like everything is short at the moment. Short video, short live streams. Christian, welcome. Sergey, Roger Spencer. I am Dutch. I'm originally Dutch. Greg from Boston. Good to have you here, man. Boom season. Looking forward to it. No, Matthias, welcome from Argentina. Never yet finished or visited Argentina. The country of Messi, Maradona, football. Parames, welcome. July TV. What's up, my G? How you doing, Andrew? Thunderstorm, Mugandusi, stay safe out there. I do like a nice thunderstorm, gotta say. So Yuri Costa, Tara, welcome. I do. So far, great time. Lots of meetups, seeing family, friends, activities, drinks. Like while we're here, we do like to spend as much time as we can with the family of my wife and the friends of my wife, because she doesn't see them very often, because we live on the other side of the world, 11,000 kilometers away from where we are right now. Trading Queen, welcome. Thunderin, what's up? Paolo Martins, Lloyd, what's up? Otters, good to see you here. Lloyd Roger, Samsung Unite, Fox, what's up? Folger, Joe, welcome. Brian, I know. I'll be back on the 23rd, late in the afternoon. What's up, Beer a Bit? How you doing, man? Nice pictures in Discord. So, of course, many of you are in Discord. But in general, Beer a Bit has been posting these pics. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. Really, really cool designs. I have no idea how you do it, but I think it would be worth thinking about a way to somehow implement this. Beer a Bit can be like the Koen's mascot designer. I also know Adam tried some stuff. Jeroen is going to actually make real emotes, like custom design emotes in the future. But I'm like positively surprised by this. Like, it's really cool. So yeah, thanks, Beerbit. Awesome. I'm currently in South Africa, in Cape Town, Max. Welcome, by the way, Max. Good to see you around, man. Hopefully your channel is doing fine. So Max has his own channel. You can check him out, of course, if you wish to. Luke, thank you. Appreciate it. Aaron, welcome. What's up, Otter Gang? Okay, I'm going to start the analysis. We don't have a lot of time. It's going to almost be like a video. So let's get to it. I will remove the chat from my window because I'll be in my browser. So I won't be able to see what you guys write, but it gives me the opportunity to just get through it, I suppose. Also, maybe a band-aid, by the way. I hope you're doing good in America after all the hurricane stuff that was going on. Power Meat, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. So let's start. There's a couple of things on my chart. As you can see, it is the first area of support, the red line here, point of control of this little bit. And then we have the weekly, daily naked point of control and a weekly naked point of control as the closest areas of resistance. I'm going to remove this from my chart and we are going to zoom out to the daily time frame, right? So on the daily time frame, we have three scenarios that I like to cover, and then we go to the lower time frame, this local move to the upside here, and then we finish maybe some time for chat and Q&A, depending on when the mother and the grandparents of my wife arrive. So on the daily here, three-wave finished corrective structure ABC, 49K is the low, and we move up. Now in this case, we then have a diagonal, a contracting diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, looking for 5, three-wave correction in 2, continuation up, right? As this diagonal is then your green 1, and you look for a green 2 to the downside. Now, in general, it is difficult to give a diagonal the highest probability, right? When it's detected very early, right? So when you're making a wave 2, you're looking for a wave 3, like it's too early to really give a diagonal the highest probability. But because we have a 3-wave move in 1, in 2, in 3, and also in 4, at least in all of these waves, there is the possibility to count a zigzag family structure, which is what you like to see. There is the opportunity here for a leading diagonal. And in this case, we are then looking to finish with a wave 5. Now, the invalidation is very important. The invalidation is this red 1-to-1 here at 72.8K, right? That is your invalidation. I can actually remove this. The invalidation 72.8K. And the reason is that a wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than wave 3. This 1-to-1 taken from the low to the high to the low. Now your wave 5 has to be a 3-wave structure as well, just like the other structures have been in the past. Currently, we have quite a steep move towards the upside. We did take out the high of 3, which is a minimum target. You want 5 to move above 3, so that's perfectly fine. Actually, by the way, makes me, yeah, okay. So that works. And yeah, we can count this still as a potential 3-waver, but local probabilities are higher to still take out the high. So what I am considering here as well is the yellow line. So of course we could be like, oh, this is then finish 3-waver, finish 5 here, look for a deeper 2. However, that would make wave 5, of course, very short in time compared to your 3 and your wave 1. Take a fib time from the start to the end of 3 to the end of 4. You can see we are not even at the 3A2 yet, right? But yeah, it's just very short for 5. So one thing I'm considering is that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You look for correction and then another move to the upside to create a bigger 3-wave structure. Now, what is important here is, and that's the confluence between the daily scenarios, is the retracement. So keep an eye on the scenarios and the retracements that I'll be talking about. So here we would then be looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take out the high hit resistance, retrace to the downside, and then move back towards the upside, right? Again, invalidation on the chart. Now then, secondly, we have this bullish scenario where we have a finished WXY with in Y a triangle, And then here we have our 1, 2, and then preferably look for another 1, 2. Now, in this scenario, the reason why I do not really enjoy counting on wave 1, 2, and this is already a very big 3, is because so far the structure locally is... It's in a way, it's a little bit slow. It's not like 1, 2, and then boom, 3, right? Like, and if you see, we have been ranging here for a short while now, right? And this can definitely then be counted as a 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you need a wave 5 to go to the 1.618, which generally is a minimum target for a wave 3, that's a long wave 5, right? That's a long wave 5. Let me actually check. It might need to be a longer 5 than it is. Yeah, it basically has to be a longer wave 5 than wave 3, right? If this is your low here and you look for 5 up and this is your 3 for then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your 5 is longer than 3, which is not very common in an impulsive structure. So that is why in this case, I would actually prefer taking out this high, hit some of the resistances I mentioned earlier, and then look for the retracement to the downside. So here you can see the confluence, right? You look for that retracement. That would be the yellow line here. And in a triangle, of course, or in the WXY triangle in Y scenario, 1, 2, 1, 2, you actually look for retracement 2 and then continuation to the upside. But you're also looking for a retracement to the downside still to come. And then your bearish scenario, it remains a flat. I mean, we don't have a lot of data you can't give the highest probabilities to a flat as long as we don't have a significant move down, really. But in this case, you're looking for a flat anyway, where the high that we are making here is going to be part of a wave B, either A, B, and then a wave C, or A, B, and then a wave C. Doesn't matter. In both cases, guess what? You're looking for a retracement to the downside. So that is what makes it interesting, that based also on the local structure, it starts to be interesting to look for a retracement. Now, market structure is bullish. All the bullish CVDs have played out. Bullish CVDs here, bullish CVDs here, locally as well. Those have played out, which is good to see, right? Probabilities played out. But now we do see a longer sideways range reaching some resistance, and from an Elliott wave point of view, it becomes attractive to start looking for a bit of a retracement once weakness hits. While at the moment locally, probabilities are actually higher to still take the high. So if we then move to the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour. So if we actually want to be most bearish, am I going to go? Yeah, 4 hour. That works. 4 hour. Most bearish would be counting this as a 3-wave structure, A, B, C. Now, this would work in a diagonal where you then have a final A, B, C to finish 5, right? And basically what you then want to see is a big retracement and then continuation to the upside. So counting this move up as a 3-wave structure is most bearish, right? A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually do want to go to the 1 hour here because I want to show you this. Now, common target for your C is on the chart. It's the blue box, right? Most common is 1.236. We hit it, right? But the 1.618 it's still a target. But if you do move beyond the 1.618, I mean, first of all, if you hit the 1.618, wave 3s tend to be higher probability than C's. And if you move beyond the 1.618 at 69.5K, the wave, like an impulse, gets a higher probability. But we also already consider an impulse here, as you'll see soon. Because here we then have A, B, and we have then 1, 2, 3, flat in 4, and then 5 in C. Preferably all of this is not going to be part of a bigger 4, because the problem is this is your 2. If this is a WXY sideways combo or some like big corrective structure, it's so much bigger in time compared to your 2. It starts to look ridiculous, right? So it's not great for the probabilities. So preferably, actually, if this is an ABC and you finish here, right, you look for impulsive moves to the downside. Wave 5 is finished and down you go, right? That's basically what you're then going to be looking for. But if we want an impulsive move to the downside, we need either an impulse, 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if we go to the 15-minute time frame, then that is at the moment Not the case. Too much overlap as well. You would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, too much overlap and stuff. It's just not relevant. Also, the first move down is very much a three-wave structure. Also, we hit the 886, taken from the high over here to the first low. Price moved up, hit the 886, increasing probabilities that everything here is corrective, right? So an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not relevant. The only potential scenario would be a diagonal where you then have a wave 1, you need a 2, and then eventually 3, 4, 5. The problem for a diagonal really is the range here, where in a diagonal, your wave 2 and your wave 4 need to be zigzag family structures, right? ABC or WXY, ABC or WXY. Now this can be definitely some sort of ABC, but then you get this stuff, like very, very sideways price action, long corrective. It's not too great. So the fact that you have a three-wavy move down from the high and you touch the 886, increase the probabilities this here is corrective and not impulsive, which increase the probabilities to still take out the high. But doing so would decrease probabilities for a three-wave structure to the upside, as preferably your C would be in, right? Now, the second scenario is an impulse. So here we then have our 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and then 5. In this case, we can take the high one more time. Now, I don't really care about where to put like 5 and 3. This is a very ugly impulsive structure. I agree to anyone saying, yo, how the fuck do you count this as an impulse? Yeah, like it's an ugly structure. But by all means, you're still going to be looking for wave 4 price action wherever this 5 is. If it's here, I don't care, right? You're still going to be looking for sideways corrective structures. But at the moment, this is the way I have it on my chart. Invalidation, 64.4K. You're still looking for price to take the high. And that's also then what you like to see in an impulsive structure. And then also reach some of the resistances that we have higher, which if I put them on my chart is daily naked point of control, 69.5, 70.9 is an important level, big volume level, 70.9. But the daily naked point of control would be the first area to the upside. Invalidation is very clear, of course, as mentioned. It's the way it is. But as you can see, in this scenario, we would then be looking to finish a 5. And if you remember what I said on the daily probabilities increase to start looking for retracements. Now, first of all, locally, probabilities are higher to take out the high. Then we need to wait for signs of weakness and signs of clear resistance. No? So market structure changes, bearish CVDs, whatever, volume to the downside, all the good stuff. But it becomes interesting to at least keep our eyes open for a retracement to the downside. Okay, and that is basically the analysis. Oh, the common target area for 4, of course, very, very big. We only hit the 236 at 66.9, but all the way down to 65.2 is perfectly fine. And the point of control of this structure over here is in confluence with the 382, which is very nice. So that is an area of interest, of course. It's an area of a confluence to the downside, and it's an area that I at least keep an eye on. The white box here is basically a support resistance area. We had some resistance here, flipped support and moved up. This is also hit now, so let me make it white. So yeah, there you go. Poof. And yeah, anything else? Yeah, on the 15-minute time frame, let's check CVD as well, actually. I also have some news, not like news as in news. I can cover the news, but we had news today, 2:30 p.m. and also tomorrow there are some news at 2:30 p.m. Right, so trade safe. But I also have some more like news of like what's happening in the background, right? So I can tell you in a second after the analysis. I'll update you shortly. So sometimes people ask like, yo, Koen, what would be a count here? And I got to be honest, first of all, I'm on holiday. Second, I have absolutely zero interest to count this stuff in detail. Corrective structures can be very messy. The only thing I look for when a range is forming, I get this question quite often, is, yo, Koen, what are you actually looking for? Right? You always say, hey, wait for a range to form, and once a range forms, you get all the clarity in the ranges. That's period. So what do I look for? When I say wait for a range to form, gives you all the clarity I need, right? Maybe you need. Now, I look at the rejection, the retracement. In other words, I look at structure. And of course, with my Elliott wave knowledge, I can analyze the structure. I look at retracements using fibs. I look at CVD divergences, right? Those are some of the main things. And I look at reactions at potential areas of support, right? Because if we start ranging below resistance, we might be looking for areas of support. And it looks like a family has arrived. So, I got to wrap things up. It's very, very, very short. Few updates. It's almost like a teaser. But first of all, the CVD, the free, everyone can get the CVD for absolutely zero with all the lines, right? You know how, just see the link in the description. It's absolutely public, free. We developed it and it's there for you. Some people said, can I also buy it, right? Can I support the channel that way instead of becoming an affiliate, which also supports the channel, but in both cases you support. Yes, and we are literally on the edge of publishing it. It's basically finished. We're literally testing the procedure now. So that's number one. Number two is the Elliott wave PDF is a lot more work than expected, so that takes a while. But quality goes first. And with that in mind, I got in touch with Jacob & Co., which is a watch brand. It's very well known in the watch world for exclusivity, luxury. It's like insane. And there is the potential to do something custom with them, which would be absolutely insane. It is an investment in what the brand Koens also represents and what I would like it to represent. But I'm at least considering things and looking to partner with global brands which align with the quality that I want to pursue as Koens and koenztrading, take you along the ride, make content about it, and the process and everything. So that's actually quite exciting. So maybe in the future there's going to be some custom watch stuff coming. But hey, at least for now we're talking. I just wanted to update you about some of the things happening in the background. So. That being said, guys, I gotta go. Family is here. They're gonna walk into the apartment anytime soon. If you have any questions, because I couldn't really talk. If there's any questions, write it below the video. I'll make sure to answer, or tag me in Discord, and I'll make sure to answer you at a later stage. So thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you guys shortly hanging out. Again, it's a short stream. But it's just the way it is when I'm on holiday and there's a lot of things happening. So you know the probabilities, you know what I'm looking for, areas of support, resistance, probabilities locally as well as on a daily time frame. Make sure you trade safe with the news, and weekend is coming up. Generally, the weekend is a sideways structure as well. Trade safe. If you have questions, you know where to find me. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.